Hey, ordinary old guy here in the garage gym, and today I'm going to be doing parts of when I'm going to start a routine of the push-pull legs. It's a very popular routine a lot of people like to do. I'm going to be doing pull. Wait, push starts first. Yes, I know, but I did something a little bit a while back about a lot of chest exercises, and a lot of those are pushes. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to take a break from that for a second. I'll come back later and I'll do all the other push exercises that I can think of. So not just chest, but all these other ones, right? Shoulders, etc. Right? But we'll separate those from the leg exercises. So today what we're going to have is all the different pull exercises, and I'm going to show them. I'm going to go through them. I'm going to do a quick little example. That way you can see if you want to integrate any of those into your program. If you're doing a push-pull legs, sometimes one of the frustrations is like, okay, I'm going to follow this program and do this. But there's so many different exercises that you can do, and what's most important is finding the one that feels good to you and feels right and feels like you're hitting those muscles. So maybe some of these will be ones that'll work for you. Then you can create your own system, your own number of workouts, and see what fits best for you. All right, so I'm going to be going through all those different pieces during this video, so please stay tuned on this, okay? Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, okay? Let's get to it. Okay, first one here, all right? This is, I got an easy curl bar, but clearly you can use an Olympic bar, straight bar if you'd like, but I'm going to be using this because it helps my wrists feel a little better by allowing some supination for me. Okay, so when you're doing a curl like this, there's lots of ways to do a curl, right? There's the drag curl. You do a little bit closer, keeping them back, and okay, you can curl a little more in a normal arc, right? Of course, you can go all the way up, and then, you know, if you curl a little farther out in a big arc, then that starts to involve a lot of other pieces. I actually like that sometimes because I feel like it in my chest, my upper chest, my shoulders, okay? And it's just a normal one here. Lately, I've been like keeping it tight because I feel it more in my bicep, and that's what I'm trying to focus on. So this is what I consider a pull exercise that you can do. It's just a curl. All right, next exercise. Okay, following along with pulling and the arms, all right, we have an isolation curl. You see, I just set the bench as high up as I can and put one arm behind here and go all the way down, right, and you're going to curl that up. All right, so this is an isolation curl. Again, another pulling exercise, and of course you can do both hands with that. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, staying with the curl since we're there, okay? You take two of them, right? Tons of variations. These could go on forever, all right? So who knows, okay? I don't think I can think of every exercise involved here, all right? But you can just, you know, do a standing alternating curl. Again, that's a pull, all right? You can do one where you're sitting down. You're sitting in a bench and you're doing curls, all right? You can do it there. You can do one where you're laid back, right? So you set it in an incline and you're doing the curls. All right, with the alternate. There's a lot of ways. Oh, you can change your hand position. Let's just do some hammer curls, right? Hammer curls, all kinds of curls. I like using a kettlebell for a cross curl, right? Those can go on and on and on, and I hope you understand, right? There's a lot of different things. Those count as pull exercises to me. So I'm going to put the arm exercises off to the side specifically, and we're going to go on to some other exercises that involve other body parts. Okay, so now I'm going to a dumbbell row, a famous dumbbell row, okay, on the bench. Now I understand there's some people who have said, no, I don't like doing that because it can cause other issues and stuff like that. And certainly, look, if anything's going to cause you an issue, yeah, you know what, you have the right not to do that kind of exercise. If that doesn't feel good to you, or if you feel like that's a risk for you, or it could cause you an injury, then you don't do that. I've never had an issue trying to do this exercise in all the time I've ever done it. I don't know anyone personally who has, but I've certainly heard of it happening, okay? But anyways, so dumbbell row, okay? A little bit of extension here. Pull it up, squeeze that back, all right? There's one, there's two, okay? There's three. And of course, you're gonna alternate, right? Go over to the other side and do those. So that's a pull exercise that I like to do. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, hey, you know what? You can also do the row with the straight bar. I've also done a row with an easy curl bar. All right, so just real quick with the straight bar, this is a very more so traditional one. I'm gonna come out, okay? I'm gonna come down, all right? So my bar's here, and then I'm gonna pull it up. I like to pull up into my stomach. There's a lot of people who pull these different ways and pull up to their chest and whatever it is. Again, you find what you feel is important to you, what feels like you connect. The whole point here is that you're rowing with your back. You're pulling all that big weight in there, okay? All right, let's keep rolling. Okay, Now, I don't know. This could be debatable. Is this a pull? Is it a push? Is it some other unknown exercise type? I'm calling it a pull because to me, what I'm doing is I'm pulling my arm up. I'm doing, okay, front raise. All right. So look, and I'm just using a couple little 5-pound dumbbells. No, not even dumbbells. They're just plates. Okay. To show that, like, even if you don't have some of these things, you can use whatever you can. Okay. To do these exercises. So a front raise depends on some people how they like to move their arm in a certain direction. They like it coming more in front of them or straight on, so it's in alignment, or a little bit out. Somebody does those a little bit differently. Okay, that's one. And the next one, of course, is out to the side. All right, just straight to the side. Some people say, oh no, don't even do that. That's a horrible exercise. And then of course we know we have the ones where you're trying to do bent over, right? And you're trying to work on those rear delts. Okay, so that's another one you can do with these, which to me, I count as all pulls because in some way, I don't know, I guess I'm pulling, I'm lifting, I'm not sure. But there's another 3 exercises that you can use that are pulls. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so since we were kind of in the shoulder region here, right? Hey, let's go for a little bit of a trap workout, right? Again, I consider these pull exercises. These are my dumbbells, these are dumbbell shrugs. Okay, it's just like going, what? What did you say? I don't know what you're talking about. All right, so there's 3. We don't need to pick your head out way out here or any of this other crazy stuff. I like to take my time and try to hold it. I've certainly seen guys in the gyms with a ton of weight and they're just like cranking them like this. I don't know, okay? But look, if you feel like it's working and you're getting some kind of muscle pump going on, all right, well, whatever. Also, hey, you know what? These can be done in a different way too, okay? I'm just gonna set this aside. Okay, so let's imagine I just have a straight bar in front of me, okay? I can always load up the straight bar in front of me and I can shrug, pull in a straight bar so I can get a ton of weight on here if that's what I really wanna do, okay? You can use the easy curl bar, whatever it is. I like them off to the side. I feel like I get a better connection and it's more isolated for me. To me, again, that's another pull exercise. Let's keep going. Okay, the next one here, I just got some little bands attached just to something with better light. This isn't where I normally do this. Just to demonstrate, I'm going to try to demonstrate a seated row. Of course, if you have a gym, you work out at a gym and you have that kind of equipment, that's great, right? Use those pulleys, you get in there, move the pin, add some weights, that's awesome. I just have this little band, okay? But who cares anyways? Here's another one of the pull exercises, okay? Pull it down low, in here, squeeze the back. Try not to cheat with your arms, okay, your biceps when you're doing that exercise. So there's another pull exercise. Now, there's variations you can pull up higher, right, depends, okay, and then there's the overhead stuff. We'll take a peek at that in a second, all right. Okay, like I said, hey, you can also pull down from above. So, hey, you know what, times are tough. I don't have that kind of equipment. I'm just gonna grab some of these little bands again, all right? Just to demonstrate, I can pull down. I'm kind of off-centered here, right? But I can pull down like this, I can squeeze in. Now, I don't have a big bar that goes across, which would be great, because then I could go back here, right? And I could pull down like this, okay? That would be wonderful too. But there's different ways of doing that. I can still kind of get away with it, but it takes some work here with the band, all right? So there's 2 different kinds of pull downs, okay, that are pull exercises. Is there anything left? Let's see. Okay, I don't know if you have equipment like this. If you don't, it's fine because there's other options, all right? Oh, maybe you go to the gym. I'm sure you do, all right? I consider these pull exercises. What are pull exercises? Something for my abs, okay? So let's see, number 1. All right, I will get in here. Sorry for the distance in from the camera. Okay, here's one I consider a pull exercise. A straight leg lift, because I'm pulling my legs up, okay? So there's one. Another one you can do when you're standing in here is, to some degree, a little bit easier, right? Okay, go down. I'm pulling my legs up. This is a knee up, right? Okay, there's a couple more pull exercises for you. I got a couple more coming right behind this. All right. Like I said, right behind. Okay, here we go. More. What could it be? It could be a regular sit-up. All right. On a bench. I have an area here where I can just keep my legs in place. You can do the sit-up wherever. You can do all kinds of different kind of sit-ups and crunches and variations and things like that. All right. I also have this piece here and I can drop it down. And if I really want to make myself miserable, all right, now I'm doing a decline sit-up. Oh my goodness, that makes it a lot more challenging, okay? Also, of course, you can move up, put some weights on you, things like that. I consider all of those pull exercises. All right, that's got to be it, right? I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so yeah, this is a pull. It's a pull, but really, I mean, I don't know who does these. Actually, there are people who do these, and I'm kind of doing them because I had a request. It's a little forearm exercise, wrist curl, right? You just lay it there, right? Let your wrist angle down. Some people like to let the bar roll out to their fingertips and then just curl in, right? You're pulling. It's a pulling exercise. So if you want to get your big giant forearms like Popeye, for anyone who remembers who Popeye is, there's a pull exercise. Yeah, there are more. Okay, so for the last two that I'm going to throw out as pull exercises, and I'm personally going to tap out on, in the sake of preserving what is left of my shoulder, even though they are getting better, okay, is a chin-up. Okay, not to mention chin-ups are difficult, right? So even if you can't even just do a chin-up, you know, what I recommend is like with my device there, you can just jump up there, hold yourself, and work on a slow negative, okay? The chin-up is different because you're pulling in, okay? You got your arms together. You're like this. This is chin up, okay? Pull up. Put the hand the other way, all right, and pull yourself up. I used to prefer to do the pull-ups with a very wide grip. It's probably why my shoulder's so screwed up. But anyways, look, what fits for you and works well. There's two more pull exercises that are awesome exercises, especially if you're just trying to get going. And please try not to get too frustrated when you try to do, you know, an exercise that feels really hard and difficult. As long as you're being safe and you don't feel pain or anything like that, and you're not hurting yourself, right? Just the fact of the frustration of trying to do it and not being able to, I know, can be really hard and really difficult. But hey, that's why you keep going. You keep trying, you keep pushing at that. All right, so if you survived all this and you saw these different exercises, what I'm going to do in the bottom section of my thing, or at least I'm going to try, I don't know how any of this works, I'm still not that great at this, right? I've only posted so many videos. We'll see what happens here. I'm going to list all the pull exercises that I did today, and I'm going to list basically sort of my rep structures on there as part of whatever somebody wants to use, different pieces where things, hey, I like that or whatever. And you can kind of see I split them up in two different categories. And if you want to give that a try just for your own fun, you're welcome to do that, all right? So not to say that I'm the defining person or that I'm an expert, where I'm telling you what to do, because I'm not. Okay, you need to make sure that you know what you're doing. And because I'm not an expert in this, I'm just a guy working out in a garage. Always remember that. All right, so we're going to keep it going, and we'll see what happens next. Maybe I'll go backwards and do the push one, and we'll save the legs for last, because that's always awesome. I love the leg exercise. All right, I hope you had a good one this time. Again, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification. Please tell friends. I only need 900 and some odd subscribers and a ton of hours before I might make 50 cents or something. Isn't that cool? All right, thank you very much.